And there goes Sally from the room. Hey everyone, namaste, peace, love, light, joy and blessings be with you today. Thanks for joining me and I hope you're feeling well today. And if you're not, you're on the up, so I see you well and vigorous and well again. So in this video I want to share with you the tips from Leonardo da Vinci on health. In his journal, which is, what's the name of his journal? I forget, doesn't matter. But in his epic journal, which is every page now is worth like tens of thousands of money now because it's so popular and important. Leonardo da Vinci was a genius, absolute genius. I've watched documentaries on him and very enjoyable. Along with Michelangelo, I watched Raphael, the Renaissance, the whole Roman history, the barbarians, Einstein, Newton, all like really amazing stuff. Okay, so that's the door going open, going open. So anyway, I'm going to share with you what, first of all, the messages that I listen to from the channel messages from light beings, orbs, Pleiadians, Sirians, from other planets and star systems, as well as one of the best geniuses that ever walked the earth in Leonardo da Vinci. Amazing architect, painter, philosopher, probably psychologist, just an amazing inventor and genius of the mind. His painting is the #1 most famous painting in the world, the Mona Lisa. And he wasn't even like that much interested in painting, if you know what I mean. Like he was, but it wasn't his #1 passion necessarily. He did loads of stuff. He even built like weapons of war. He envisioned the tank, the flying. He was centuries ahead of his time. So I'm going to get to it now and I'm going to tell you what did Leonardo da Vinci recommend regarding health and diet. Okay, what he said in his journal, he says, eat, if you want to live in old age, eat when you're hungry. Do not eat when you're not hungry. So I'm not quoting him word for word, but in the documentary he did say, do not eat when you're not hungry, eat when you're hungry. And eat simply. He also said this. So eat simply. So that's like what I've researched and learned about food combining. Don't eat like a million ingredients. Like, try keep things simple. Like one of my favourite teachers, who's very good, okay, Lauren Lockman or whatever. He recommends like 3 things in a salad, but you don't have to be too strict. Let me tell you what the channels say, okay? The Keepers of the Flame, channeled by Daniel Scranton. Or they're Pleiadian orbs, okay? They're different dimensional beings. They say it's not so much what you eat. Do these say that, do they? Okay, maybe it's not that. It's Syrian Adrenus, Syrian, like from the planet Sirius. It's not so much what you eat, okay? There's no one diet. And this is what the Keepers of the Flame, the orbs of the Pleiadian, beautiful, love and light, wise orbs say. It's not so much what you eat. And there's no one diet for everybody. It's the quantity you eat, the portion size. So like most people overeat and stuff themselves. They eat because they're bored, they eat because they're upset, they eat because they're depressed, they eat because they're sad, they eat because they've low self-love or low self-esteem, they eat because they're not getting on well with their family member or their partner, they eat because they don't like their work, their job. They're just eating. And no wonder they're eating all the wrong stuff, so to speak, too, unnatural stuff, low quality. No wonder cancer and heart attacks have become #1 and 2 in America, and then there's diabetes and obesity is raging. So it's about eating when you're hungry, stopping when you're satisfied. Let me tell you one other thing. A centenarian, which is a man who's 100 years old, he runs marathons, and maybe it takes him like maybe 10 hours or something like that. So, but he does a marathon, and he's 100 years old. Like most 20-year-olds in America couldn't do a marathon. They asked him, what is your secret to longevity? Like, how are you running marathons and you're 100 years old? And he says, my secret is I eat like a child. I eat portions like a child. I eat small amounts. And that's the secret. And that's because it allows the body to digest easily. It allows empty space in the stomach for all the juices to go in and work their job. And it doesn't overtax or overstress your system. So portion size is very important. Like the channel beings that I listen to say, And I advocate this too, having tried it. It's like, Lauren Lockman, one of my favourite teachers too, he says, you know, at the end of your meal, you should be able to go out running. You should be able to like feel good. Like you should be able to run up a hill or whatever. You shouldn't be all tired and like slumped over, like falling asleep. Like you see after Christmas dinners. Or even some other dinners. So, one last thing, what the Andronis, the Syrian channel says, okay, it's about portion size, but it's also about the quality of the food, and he recommends and talks and suggests organic. So if you're eating meat, it has to be organic. You should never eat non-organic meat. But I'm not going to be that strict. You can if you want, and you don't have to never do it. But if you do it, try and minimise non-organic meat, because stay away from the factory farmed meat. That's full of toxins and apart from having like a bad energy residue from all the cruelty and exploitation and greed on the animals and on the planet. It's just full of toxins, growth hormones, chemicals, pesticides, antibiotics, all sorts of stuff. So go for organic when you can and when you can afford it, especially with meat. It's less important with fruits and vegetables, especially if they have a skin or you can peel them or whatever else. But when it comes to stuff like animals or animal products like milk or dairy, you should definitely try and go for organic if you're going to take them. And personally speaking, I wouldn't really recommend dairy products because they're very, very irritating generally to human beings, because it's from a cow. We usually eat the milk. It's a four-stomached big animal. It's not exactly very natural to us to be like sucking on the cow. Not really very natural at all. Like, it's actually only babies to have cow and breast milk, and it's actually only the same species that has breast milk from its mother. We don't. So I don't know why humans. Well, I do know, probably because we're hungry and we're surviving. We took breast milk from another animal. But yeah, no judgment from me. So there are the tips. Eat small enough portions, but make sure you get enough. But don't stuff yourself. Portion size is very important, and stop when you're satiated. I mean, you're not hungry anymore. Stop when you're satiated. Drink. I think somebody might have mentioned water. Just drink enough water. Make sure you're hydrated enough. You don't have to drink loads, or just listen to your body. Yeah, the orbs, the Palladian orbs, they recommended the. I think it was them to listen to your body diet. And I'd very much going to go along with this largely, to a large extent. So that would stop you from eating when you're not hungry, and it would stop eating when you're satiated. And second of all, so it's about portion size and quality, basically. So if you're going to take anything away from this video, portion size and quality. And one last thing I'd like to say, by the way, is I think raw food and organic is generally higher quality, because raw food has more enzymes, biophotons, phytonutrients, also called phytochemicals, which are the plant medicines. When you cook it, you destroy it. When you cook food, you destroy the hormones, you destroy the oxygen, and you basically destroy the structured water. So you're also destroying vitamins. So how can it be higher quality if you've destroyed like 7 or 8 things? And that's just probably even more than that. Like, you'd loads and loads of vitamins and stuff. But I'm not trying to be fanatical. Like, I eat cooked foods, no doubt about it, and I enjoy them. And sometimes I eat like processed food and stuff that's not considered good for me. I just do my best, and it's up and down depending on loads of factors. But if you could stick to not stuffing yourself and eating generally less food, because you don't need as much food as you think generally. No matter what you eat, you'll live a lot older and you have a lot more energy. So there are my tips. So I hope that helped. And if you're interested in my website, have a look below, higherselfherbs.com. Check in my links. I do one-to-one health coaching, spiritual life coaching, or empowerment clarity coaching. I have a herb website, as I said, for herbs for your health, and I highly recommend herbs too. That's how I got into the business. They've helped me a lot in my life. So check in my website if you're interested in herbs. Lots and lots of information, and I have a lot of variety of different herbs, and a video on herbs too, which you can see in my playlists. So if you have a look in the description box below, there's different information about different things, so you might enjoy that. Other than that, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Thank you for this opportunity and for your time, and I send you peace, love and light and health. I wish you the best of health. Thanks again. I'll talk to you in another video. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe please, and leave your comments or questions. Okay, bye now.